The owner of Comanche says it's unlikely the Super Maxi will return to Australia next year, despite claiming line honours in the 2015 Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race overnight. In front of a huge crowd, Ken Reid and his crew crossed the finish line just before 10 o'clock, overcoming rudder and daggerboard issues to complete the race in 2 days, 9 hours and 58 minutes.
A spectacular fleet of spectator craft painted a stunning picture as the leading yacht entered the Derwent, and for just the third time in the past 11 years, it wasn't Wild Oats heading the fleet. Despite a gruelling trip from Sydney, this was American yacht Comanche's race to lose. As its crew reached new heights, billionaire owner Jim Clark watched on from a chartered boat as supermodel wife Christy Hinze-Clark competed in her first Blue Water Classic.
As Comanche powers up the Derwent, it's hard to imagine just 2 nights ago the yacht almost retired from the race. Now it's about to create history by claiming a Sydney Hobart line honours victory.
But they were forced to wait. With little breeze, it was a crawl in darkness to the finish line, crossing just before 10 o'clock in 2 days, 9 hours and 58 minutes. Despite the late arrival, a huge crowd lined Hobart's waterfront to welcome the vessel and its crew.
I've sailed around the world 2.5 times and I thought I'd seen it all, but that is one really tough body of water. So the people who have done this race something like 25 times, God bless them. Either they're the dumbest people on earth or they're the hardest people on earth. Probably a combination of the two.
This campaign was all about revenge for Comanche.
The only race we'd ever lost was this race last year, so leave it to Jim. He said we're going to go back and do it again, and here we are.
And there was certainly no compassion for last year's winner, which narrowly beat them to the finish line.
I don't even know what Wild Oats is. We're here to celebrate Comanche tonight. How's that?
The yacht was forced to defy the odds to reach Tasmania's capital.
The rudder was completely smashed in the front. The daggerboard was broken off at the entrance to the hull.
But for Hinze-Clark and her crewmates, it's a journey they'll never forget.
There was a bunch of emotions that went on. Pure terror at one stage, excitement, now just total joy and fulfillment. I mean, it's one of the best things I've ever done.
Despite its success, it's unlikely the US-based Super Maxi will return next year.
It's about a 4.5-month ordeal to get down here and back, and it's one race. And there's lots of other things to do in the world.
But that decision may cause a family rift.
It's not going to be the last time she's... It's not going to be the last time that she's...
The day after the night before, and people came from far and wide to get a first-hand look at the event's latest champion. The yacht will remain in Hobart for the next few days before returning home for major repairs.
We don't even know what the underbody looks like. I have a feeling we got some pretty big gashes under the boat.
But for now, there's still plenty of celebrating left to do.
I wish sailing could do something like this all the way around the world, because you guys show it off as best as this sport possibly could be, and it's just a privilege to be here and be part of this whole thing.
Brent Costelloe, Win News.